Whether you're cooking your own holiday meal or enjoying dishes at a restaurant, figuring out how to satisfy your taste buds while remaining calorie conscious is a bit of a struggle.
But by choosing great ingredients, you can certainly make some great choices this holiday season. So joining us now, Executive Sous Chef Jeff Armisic from the Hyatt Regency Jacksonville Riverfront. Good morning. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here this morning.
So talk to us. I mean, it is really hard to stay away from a lot of fattening items over the holiday season. How do we make good choices?
Well, you got to look at the stuff that you produce, especially looking at spices. Spices are good for you. Look into healthier alternatives like stevia, lower calorie sugars. I'm using agave nectar in part of this, so to substitute honey. You could also find raw honey, which is the purest form, which is the healthiest form, and lower on the amounts of milks and fats and stuff like that. So I'm using like a 2% milk. There's no butter, no heavy cream. Yogurts are big, Greek yogurts especially.
Well, we've got about 3 minutes, so tell us what we're going to make and you can get started and we'll ask you more questions because this looks really great.
Well, I'm going to get started on sauteing my onions and celery here for our roasted acorn squash soup.
And soup, I mean, it's perfect for today's temperature. So.
Today, yes.
And talk to us about the oil that you're using and why you selected that oil.
Well, olive oil is good for your body. Extra virgin olive oil instead of getting away from whole butters. Margarine is okay, but you want to kind of try to tend to stay away from that because it can be kind of bad for you. But, you know, natural olive oils, extra virgin olive oils, organic olive oils is all good for you.
And it actually looks lighter than normal olive oil. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, it's more of a like an olive and soy mix. So it's not very heavy. It's got good flavor. It's not going to overpower your items. Add a little.
And you can find all this at the grocery.
Absolutely, yeah. You could go down and all like how most places have a specialty item aisle now.
Right.
It's all right there. There's hundreds and hundreds of different olive oils it uses. So anything is really a good one.
And what are you guys offering at the Hyatt? Because that's where you're at. I guess special meals going on for the holiday?
We're going to be offering this as part of our, it's going to be on our Christmas brunch.
Okay.
So this is going to be the roasted acorn squash soup. We're going to have a nice green selection of plenty of fresh salads, lots of good toppings for it, all kinds of fresh vegetables. A couple of different carving stations, turkey, ham, traditionally.
Nice.
We have some chicken, some salmon, which I'm going to have a little bit of the cranberry chutney and walnut relish on top of that. And then just a nice dessert extravaganza and lots of fresh fruit, but also while we're doing this, we're considering to keep in mind keeping the items fresh, keeping them healthy so they're not too laden with sugar and butter and whatnot. So there's still plenty of great.
This dish here is really a great option for today's chilly weather, but talk to us, where did you come up with the idea for this dish?
This is actually something I've been doing for a while, a couple different Hyatt properties. It's a very universal item. The components are pretty much the same, your onions, your carrots, fresh garlic, but you could also switch it out with pumpkin, butternut squash, acorn squash, what I have right now, which just has some agave nectar on it, roasted with our kind of acorn squash spice, which is ginger, nutmeg, allspice, salt and pepper, and cinnamon. And just let it roast off in the oven until it's nice and soft. We'll just scoop that out.
And squash is so good for you too. I mean.
And yeah, absolutely. And like I said, it's another good vegetable, especially this time of year. It's very plentiful, so not too expensive.
Yeah.
So we've got about 30 seconds left. Can you talk to us about the finished product here and what it looks like?
Sure can. So final item.
Sorry to rush you.
We're
hungry.
That's okay. Good food takes time, but especially right now, soup is the best thing. So like I said, perfect day for it. So this is my finished product here.
Looks nice and thick and.
So this is all vegetarian.
Okay.
It's very light. It's not expensive. You know, it does make a good meal for me myself. I love a good soup, especially right now.
Well, you know, we're going to be sampling some of this soup here in the commercial break, so thank you so much for joining us. And we just want to remind everybody, again, the Hyatt Regency Christmas Day Buffet is from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., and the New Year's Eve Buffet is from 5 p.m. until close, and they're each $34 for adults and children. You can call the number on your screen, 904-588-1234 for reservations.